Hello, welcome. Hope you are having a great day today. We're going to be looking at Numbers chapter 22 today. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe and like button and even share this video. All of those are helpful to me to grow my channel. So in today's chapter, we see the Israelites traveling to the plains of Moab, and they are camping east of the Jordan River. We saw in yesterday's chapter how they were successful in battle with the Lord's help, and the Moabite king has seen what they have already done, and he is afraid. So he actually gets a guy by the name of Balaam, who was kind of a sorcerer or wizard. He asked him to see if he can kind of curse the people of Israel so they won't continue to be so successful in their battles. Balaam agrees to do this, and he actually prays to God about this. And God tells him, look, the people of Israel are my chosen people. And did you know that's still relevant today? If we think about what's going on in the Middle East and we look at Israel and all of the things that have been happening, you can see that God's hand is clearly on his people. And they're able to do things that no one else can do. And really the only explanation for a lot of those things is God. So God instructs Balaam, or tells him that he is going to continue to protect the people of Israel, but he can go with these people of Moab. He gives him permission to go. And I want you to read the middle of the chapter on, because there's an interesting story here about Balaam's donkey and the fact that Balaam doesn't do exactly what God instructs, and his donkey sees the angel of the Lord in his path. And the donkey basically is stubborn and refuses to go forward, allowing Balaam to go forward. He gets mad at this donkey, and finally, it's really cool, God allows the donkey to speak to him, and the donkey's like, you fool, I saw this angel in front of us. I was trying to protect you, and you wanted to continue to go forward. So be sure to read the rest of today's chapter. So I wanted to point out a footnote that talks about let's see, God letting Balaam go with Balak's messengers. So he gave Balaam permission to go with the king's, Balak's messengers, but he was angry about Balaam's greedy attitude. Balaam claimed that he would not go against God for money, but his resolve was beginning to slip. His greed for the wealth offered by the king blinded him so that he could not see how God was trying to stop him. Though we may know what God wants us to do, we can become blinded by the desire for money, possessions, or even prestige. We can avoid Balaam's mistake by looking past the allure of fame or fortune to the long-range benefits of following God. And we see that over and over. I've been guilty of that before. In today's world, we are tempted by earthly rewards, by the things that we can have now, by the things we can achieve now, which there's nothing wrong with wanting to achieve things, but we want to make sure that it is in alignment with God's will. And we always need to keep in the back of our mind that this isn't our forever home. We, as Christians, heaven will be our eternal home. And instead of storing up those treasures here on earth, which is our time on earth in the grand scheme of things is very temporary, we should be looking to store up those treasures in heaven, which includes things like spreading the gospel, being a light in this world, being a godly example. So that was Numbers 22. Next time we'll be talking about Numbers chapter 23. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.